National Signing Day, of course, on BYU Sports Nation. We have the head coach, Kalani Sitake, with us in Studio B. The second half kicks off right now, and we'll start going down the list individually, one by one, of all of these guys. You just give us a brief description of what comes to mind when we throw out one of these names. We'll start with Ula Tolutau, a running back who was originally a Wisconsin signee, but then flipped to BYU after his mission. Now he's going to be a Cougar.
Yeah, great player, a lot of size, very similar to Harvey Unga in the fact that he's got the same type of speed and he's a big man. So looking forward to him running the rock for us and feels a need that joins a good crew that we miss Jamal, but I think with him and the crew we should be good.
He weighed 262 right off his mission, so he's lost like 15, 20 pounds already, I guess, which is great. Wayne Tay Kirby, 6'3", 305, a transfer from Oregon. He played last year for Oregon. Can he play this season?
At the moment, no. But really talented player from same high school as Taysom. But really excited about him being back here. I think that he wanted to be closer to home and wanted the environment that BYU provides, and it's the only place that plays football that does it. And so we're glad to welcome him here.
Offensive lineman Taipei Vaca, 6'5", 275 pounds, JC transfer out of Oakland. Mike Empey gets some help there on the offensive line.
Yeah, we got some depth coming back. I mean, we had some red shirts last year. We're going to add depth in O-line, but we needed somebody to help compete at the tackle spot. And so I think Taipei does a great job for us and fills a need and creates a little bit of competition at the tackle position.
Potentially a starter in the fall?
Yeah, I mean, we have the 4 returning starters, so nothing's ever really safe. You got to compete. But for the most part, those 4 guys have done a great job. But Taipei comes in there and he competes with the left tackle position or the right tackle, depending on what we do with Thomas Schoaf. But he provides more depth and more competition with the guys that we have right now.
Joe Tukuafu, a tight end, 6'4", 275, East High School. First cousin with my homie Will Tukuafu.
I don't
actually know Will. I just like the Seahawks.
Yeah, and Will's been around, our program for the last year, been around helping us out. But Joe's a great player and, signed at Utah State, and he's going to be with us now here. He's already enrolled and, gives us that big tight end position and can block and can catch the ball. So he's a great player and great asset for us.
Yeah, heralded signee up at Utah State, now to BYU. Let's move on with another transfer, this one from the University of Utah. Austin Lee, defensive back, 6 foot, 202 pounds. He's also in school now, and from what I'm hearing, will compete to play safety right away.
Yeah, great player and a lot of speed, and he's ferocious enough to play in the box as well as a linebacker. But it's good that he comes to help replace Kai Nakua. But he's also ball hawk and has ability. He's returned punts in high school, and he's a great player and a great mind, and out of Alta. So I recruited him a little bit when I was at Utah. And so I think he joins a great group, and Ed Lamb's excited to have him.
AJ Lolohea, defensive lineman, 6'3", 230 from West, a transfer from Weber State.
Yeah, AJ is a great player. Serves his mission in Tonga, and he for what we see, he's grown a lot since he went on his mission. I think he's going to be. We list him D end, but he can play outside linebacker as well, and he's just a physical young man and has a lot of talent, a lot of burst.
Now to the mid-year returned missionaries, starting with the tight end at 6'5", 235 pounds, Matt Bushman out of Tucson. This is a guy the previous staff was really high on, and I know you guys are right there with him.
Oh, yeah, and I remember him in high school, so he came back a little bit undersized, but he's gained his weight, and looking forward to him playing this spring. I think it's going to be huge for him and his growth, but he's got a lot of talent, played receiver and also safety in high school, and so really excited about him.
Garrett England, defensive back, 6'4", 208 from Salt Lake.
Garrett England's another one that I tried to recruit when I was at Utah, and so I'm glad I lost these guys now. So he's really big and he can run, and we talked about that safety position. I think that Coach Lamb has a lot of guys to look at to help replace Kai. He's one of them for sure.
Tico Fuga, a defensive lineman, 6'1", 325 pounds out of Huntington Beach, the younger brother of Romney, who many BYU fans will remember.
Yeah, Romney's little brother, and he's got he's working it out right now, and Coach Tafisi's excited to get these return missionaries, but he will transition them into getting ready for spring ball.
And Earl Mariner, defensive lineman, 6'4", 250 from Topeka, Kansas.
Yeah, and family to Travis Tuiloma, so he's great player, and we can work with a great player. So we're excited to have him, especially at the D-line position. Will help us out a lot.
Perhaps the most discussed fall returned missionary is the mountain of a man, Motikiai Taukololangi, who is from Liahonatonga. He is 6'7", 410 pounds. That was his size when he signed, just got back from his mission. Where is he right now?
I don't know where he is weight-wise, but he looks big. But he's got a big frame, so I don't know. He served his mission in Arizona, where there's a lot of carbs. So we'll see what happens with
Members.
Yeah, and they fed him right, but he's got a lot of great movement for a big guy, and so Ituyaki's done a great job in projecting guys, and he wants his shot at getting this mountain of a man to play D-line for us.
Cody Wilstead, quarterback, 6'6", 215 from St. George.
Yeah, great arm, and he has great presence as a quarterback, and so I know that Ty's really excited about him throwing the rock for us.
Mika Tafua committed to BYU. Last minute, he was going to Stanford. Now he's 6'3", 225, back from his mission, guy out of Laie, Hawaii.
Oh, I love Mika. He's a kid that I tried to get again, and I'm glad I lost him to BYU. And he's got so much ability, and he's going to join a defensive end group that we lost Cy and lost Harvey, and he'll fit in perfectly.
And the final three, Brady Christensen, an offensive lineman from Bountiful, David Louie from Pittsburgh, California, and Will Sedgwick from Laguna Hills, California. What sticks out about any of those three?
Will Sedgwick's a great player, and I think he's going to be a guy that's going to help contribute right away, even though we have returning starters at linebacker. He's got a lot of talent. Brady Christensen's a beast, and he looks great right now. I think he's a talent that a lot of people don't know about, but he was a great projection by the former staff, and I saw the exact same thing. And I can't remember who else you mentioned. David Louie is the same thing. Those guys they're all great players. I'm very thankful that I lost them back in the day when I was at a different school.
Delayed blessings.
Yes. I didn't know now.
Yes.
If I knew now what I knew then, right? So it's all
Tender mercies
I don't know if
revealing
that's how it's
themselves later in life.
yes, exactly.
Sometimes it's okay to miss now for later. There's a life
It's okay to be patient. Yeah.
Kalani, great stuff. I know this is a crazy day for you. We appreciate you coming into Studio B and hanging out.
Thank you, guys.